So he cannot refuse to wear mask anymore.
Not anymore, because the federal judge in Brazil has ordered the president Jair Bolsonaro to wear a mask in public. So whether he's going to public rallies or public areas, he must wear a mask, or else he will be fined up to 2,000 reals a day, so equivalent to 12,000 baht. So that's a lot. So 2,000 reals a day if he continues to disobey the order. So even the president has to wear a mask. And to keep it simple, no one is exempt from this order. So to curb the virus, everyone has to wear a mask.
I think it has less to do with the threat to impose fine on him in case he doesn't wear mask in public. I think it only shows that country leaders cannot escape from that kind of responsibility to show, to set example by leading the way, right? By wearing masks. If you want people to follow these health safety measures, then you, as a leader, you need to show the way.
Especially,
to lead by example, yeah.
Definitely, especially the fact that he's the leader of a country with the worst outbreak in Latin America and the second worst in the world. So as the leader, he has to set an example for his citizens. If we all want to curb the virus in Brazil, everyone has to wear face masks. But to be honest, wearing face masks in public areas became a rule since the end of April, when there was a virus outbreak in Brazil, and even before that. But it was not until mid-May where the rule was further tightened with the fines, with the 2,000 reals a day fine. And like we said earlier, nobody is exempt from the order because it also applies to government employees in the federal district. Earlier this month, there has been a case where the former education minister was also fined for not wearing a mask in public. So everyone has to wear a mask, whether they're going to rallies or to public areas, they have to wear a mask, basically to protect themselves.
Well, but it reminds me of another world leader, President Trump.
Definitely.
He never wanted to wear mask in public anyway.
So there are similarities between President Bolsonaro in Brazil and President Trump. They've always been criticized for the way they downplay the situation, whether they've been calling the coronavirus as the little flu or whatever it is, as well as embracing the use of anti-malarial drugs to treat the coronavirus. Remember the hydroxychloroquine? We've been talking about the entire last month about it, whether it really cures the virus or whether it's clinically proven that it can really cure this. But apart from the mask issue, the Brazilian president has always been against the advice from public health experts on controlling the outbreak, and he has also criticized the orders on lockdowns as well as social distancing from governors and mayors, saying that the economic damage is much worse than the disease. And what is even worse is that Mr. Bolsonaro also fired 2 of his health ministers. One was because one of the people who he fired is that one was supporting the governor's restrictions on the social distancing and the lockdown, and the other for openly disagreeing with him over the hydroxychloroquine.
Sound very familiar.
Very familiar. So
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of a deja vu.
We are waiting for the first picture of the Brazilian president having a face mask on his face.
Yeah.
I think there is one image that he wore the mask already today after he has been ordered to do so, after he has never done it during the public rallies, meeting the people. And I guess everyone is all familiar with Bolsonaro meeting the supporters and talking to children without a face mask. And I think we all remember another scene where he was coughing.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very risky indeed. And what's the latest situation in Brazil in terms of COVID-19?
So according to the health ministry in Brazil, the country saw around 39,436 new cases in the past 24 hours, as well as 1,374 new deaths from the virus. So far, the virus has killed more than 52,000 people and infected more than 1.1 million people in Brazil. And Brazil is the second country in the world with more than 50,000 deaths from the coronavirus.
So we have to see if the president become role model in terms of wearing mask, whether it will help the situation.
Hopefully, wearing the mask will set an example for citizens to protect themselves from the virus. So just wear a face mask, practice social distancing if we want to curb the virus very quickly. Which in Thailand, we managed to control the situation, as well as the good news is that for almost a month, 1 month already, that we have no local transmission. So that's really good news for Thailand here. And maybe Brazil should look at us as an example.
Yeah,
Alright.
perhaps, probably many countries are looking at us.